What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Michael Warbucks Show, where we talk pop culture news and other things that got my attention, like Happy Leap Year Day. And if you do not know what leap year is all about, I've given you a little link, along with everything else we're going to talk about today, down in the description below that describes what leap year is all about. But before we get on to the show, I just want to mention a fellow YouTuber, Charles Trippy. He's been diagnosed with a brain tumor. His surgery is going to be next week, and I wish you nothing but the best in recovery. I hope the surgery goes well for you, and you're in a lot of YouTubers' prayers and thoughts. Let's get on with the show. Now, on to our first story today. In some tech news, Windows 8 Consumer Preview has been released. So if you are a Windows fan, go ahead and try and download this. Good luck. But me personally, I'm not going to download it. I don't think I really like the way the new Windows 8 is going to be. It looks all app-based. Also, it looks like a lot of touchscreen. I don't know. I don't think I'm really going to enjoy it. I'm going to treat it like every other Windows edition. I'm going to wait till it's out for about a year and they get all the bugs out of it. Then I'll probably end up getting it. That's all I'm going to say about this story because it really doesn't interest me right now. Now, moving on to our next story. Speaking of tech news, let's talk about Nokia's new phone, the PureView 808. Now, one of the huge features on this phone is that it has a 41 megapixel camera. This thing is better than any iPhone, any DSLR camera. It's like having a little red camera in your phone. Now, this is a pretty awesome feature for a phone. Just think of the super high quality video that you could shoot with this. Hell, you could probably make a freaking movie with this camera. Now, it does have a 4-inch screen. It has HDMI support and about 11 hours of talk time. I'm sorry, but if I'm buying that phone, that's replacing this camera and any other camera that I've ever used. But I think I'm going to stick with my iPhone because I really love my iPhone. Now, let's move on to some quick news stories. Our first one, Snooki's pregnant? There were rumors around the beginning of this month that she was pregnant and she denied them. But I guess she's supposedly around 3 months pregnant. And the reason she didn't say anything was because she didn't want to jinx herself. Now, supposedly the father is her boyfriend, Gianni Lavelle. I'm surprised it wasn't Ronnie or Vinny or The Situation or DJ Pauly, whatever. I don't watch the show. Don't hate me. But hey, congrats, Snooki. I can't wait to see what that wombat's gonna look like. Moving on, the season 14 cast of Dancing with the Stars has been announced. We have Jaleel White, aka Steve Urkel, Sexy Maria Menounos, and singer Gladys Knight, just to name a few. I'm not going to get into the show until Jaleel White actually does the Urkel dance. So until then, don't expect any updates, probably until the season's over. Next up, how dedicated are you to Facebook? Are you so dedicated that you would actually get a Facebook ID card? Well, the Facebook Bureau is offering these to some people. German designer Tobias Leengruber has decided that he wanted to be one of the prospects for this. Now, what I'm getting out of it is that if you have one of these cards and you meet someone else that has the cards, all they gotta do is scan a QR code that is on the card and boom, you're instantly friends. Is it really that difficult to say, hey, this is my name, look me up? I think this is taking Facebook way too far. So YouTube, all you gotta do is come up with some sort of digital card where we can watch our videos right on it. Your move, Google. Let's get on with that. And our final story of the day. Let's talk about the movie Bully. Now, if you have not seen this movie trailer, I don't know what's the matter with you. It's a documentary about a boy that's in school and what his everyday life is like while being bullied. Also, there are other stories about parents that have lost their kids due to bullying. And now the Mpaa has given this movie an R rating. Now, people have taken to an online petition saying that this movie needs to be PG-13. This way, the movie can be viewed in schools, and it can show why it's so important to stop bullying. Now, as I am recording this, there have been over 134,000 people that have signed this petition. The goal is to get it to at least 150,000, and it's averaging about 500 signatures per minute. So with any luck, it'll reach the goal today. There are also talks about treating this movie like an NC-17 movie. There's also people saying, well, the only reason why they're making it an R rating is so they don't show it in the school because they don't want to make teachers look bad. There's this one part in the movie where you see like a teacher or principal saying, you know what, I've been on that bus. Those kids are as good as gold. And then it cuts to the next shot and you just see these kids pummeling on this dude. I hope this movie gets turned into PG-13. This movie needs to be viewed by so many people. This is going to be a huge, powerful movie. So if you want to watch the trailer, sign the petition, or read up more on this story, those links are down in the description below. I honestly hope that the MPAA makes this PG-13. Bullies need to be aware of what they're doing to people. They need to be aware that they could be costing somebody's life. This movie is definitely something that needs to be shared with everybody. All right, guys, that's going to be today's show, which brings us to the question of the day, which is, if you were a parent, or if you are a parent, would you want your kids to see this movie? Would it even matter what rating it was when you know that there's a great message behind it? Let me know. All right, guys, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it. Don't forget to put it in your favorites. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And you guys have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.